Hey, what's going on everybody? Frank Valkyria, welcome to the channel for another video. So let's go together, let's check this out. There's this article here on small screen which is reporting about AH being ranked as the most hated woman in America. So I thought this was just an article from this thing, but in fact is revealed apparently from the Washington Post. They revealed that Amber H is the #1 negative spot in the infamous Q-score ranking list. So, well, let's go straight into the Q-score thing. Apparently, the Q-score was invented in the 1960 by Jack Landis. He created this for a company called Marketing Evaluations. The Q-score was supposed to measure how many people were familiar with the show, celebrity, product, and also how they felt about them. So it's not surprised that such a thing, or there is some kind of tools in this way to understand how bankable a celebrity is, because of course it's the face of the product, whether that being a show or a movie. So, well, are you surprised? Honestly, I'm not so surprised, because after what has happened with the trial, now we are 4 months in or 5 months in, it just takes a little bit and you go on the internet and you still see those type of hashtag going on. But then I want to show you, like, I think the real problem actually are her supporters, whether they are bots, bot sentinels, fake account, or real supporters. Because like this user here, it's saying like, I've terminated by latest poll. The result was clear. 95% of the voters think that the Virginia trial was fair and unbiased. I stand with the 5% who believe in speaking truth to power. So you already see this, and this other user here which reposted this tweet. Well, this backfired. It's nice to see that 95% of people haven't fallen victim to the gaslighting and manipulation by Amber H, her PR team, and her supporters. And it really doesn't take much to scroll through, her supporters to see this type of behavior. And I have to say, that type of behavior is not helping her by any means by improving this Q-score. Is only going to get worse, because people, of course, YouTubers, people are going to react on that, because we have seen enough truth, and you're not going to get away with outrageous statements. Another thing I want to tell you guys, please be careful with the news that you try to consume also on YouTube, because you know that there are this bot sentinel, this boozy guy going around accusing YouTubers of being the issue here, when in fact the bots, the fake accounts, the program bots, and supporters of H are the real issue, which they go after JD reputation, after the reputation of YouTubers by false flagging. Requieta, this famous YouTube channel, was taken down, and his Twitter account is still down. Luckily, I've learned through Tag and other YouTubers which that Requieta law, it's been reinstated on YouTube, which is a great news. And but this is not, they just target Tug, that umbrella guy, that false reported in different states. So they use very shady techniques, those stands and supporter of AH, to go after people sharing the news. So I mean, I'm not surprised in the least that she's not liked, but then again, there is still this strange support for her that is doing more and more damage to her reputation, because people are not gonna buy it. People are not gonna buy all the nonsense and trying to go after YouTubers and faking more stuff. They're not gonna buy it. So we also learned that she is in Mallorca under false identity. So the small town where she lives is Caustics. I was watching actually, this was just released on this other, where is that? Sorry. Because for whatever reason, Daily Mail doesn't open up on this other browser. So she's living in Mallorca in this caustic city under a fake name, a pseudonym of Martha Jane Canary, which is supposed to be the Calamity Jane real name, which is this infamous Western figure, Old West figure of American folklore. And she's staying in this house of Maria Antonia Munar, which is also ex-official of the municipality of Mallorca, if I understand correctly, which she was condemned for corruption. I don't know if there is any connection. It could be a complete coincidence. She just rented a house there. The house in question is supposed to be this villa or nice house of 478 square meter. That's a big house, if it's true. And was for sale for 2.8 million. And then was taken off the market once she rented it. This is the house. Nice house. Minimalist. So I was just speculating whether or not she might have bought it. I don't know. I was just thinking. It's like strange that will be taken off the market. So it seems like also she's being away, whether or not she's trying to live in Europe. I don't know how they work for American citizen to have a European paper. Of course, if you own a property, could be helpful. I don't know. But going back to close the argument here of the Q-score, I think people, they're not ready, or they just don't want to see this person involved into cinema, Nobody cares, of course, whether or not, the life of other people, go ahead. It's not about business, what they do, where they live, how they live, and so on and so forth. If they're on a path of healing, if they're on a path of healing, good for them, But if the audience is involved and you're expecting the audience to accept somebody back in this way, probably it's not going to happen anytime soon. Especially with that kind of support that she has from her fan, which they seem as quite, to use a word, toxic. They seem very toxic, actually. And they use techniques which they accuse others of doing, but in fact, they're the perpetrators of such techniques. And again, don't take my word for it. Just check it online yourself. By the way, I forgot, I went on a tangent before. I wanted to also warn you for, when you see videos on YouTube, there's a lot of also bad actors, which for whatever reason, I've seen some, I'm not going to name any name because it's not my place, but I see sometimes video, that they report absolutely crazy stuff. And then I see it and I see that there's a really big chance that it's fake, that it's absolutely fake and it's just reported there. There is no other outlet that is mentioning this, and we have seen it time and time again. So especially on NH stuff, be careful because those could be also like sort of agents to try to maybe working for her in a way, that by you believing in everything that those people report, they prove the point of like, oh, you see, people will believe into and buy into everything. So make sure that you understand that some stuff can be, especially if you see it only in one place, it's probably fabricated, it's false, it's clickbait, and don't buy into it, because I see sometimes those videos, I go check them and I see underneath people just immediately sort of by default believe, oh yeah, she did this, oh yeah, she did that. But there is no way of proving it, and it's not reported anywhere else. So be careful, all right? So guys, please consider subscribing, hit the notification bell. I would really appreciate that. And please, talk to you later. Take care of yourself. Ciao.